Most people think that making positive changes in their lives and businesses is difficult, but it's easier than you think. Dr. Stephanie Aldrich created the Habit Formula book, and she wants you to have a free copy of it. In the Habit Formula, you will learn what habits are, where habits come from, and how to form new ones. Habits rule everything in your life, whether you realize it or not. Get your free copy of the Habit Formula today. Go to thehabitformulabook.com for more information.
Hey everybody, you know what time it is. It's lunchtime with the Habit Master. I'm your host, Dr. Stephanie Aldrich, and I help people change their bad habits. When you change your habits, you change your life. Today is Business Wednesday, where we talk about all things business. We talk about customers, we talk about follow-up and sales and anything to help any small business owner like myself, or people that are team leaders or executives, so that they can help their team get bonuses and hit quota and make everybody happy. So that's what today's show is all about. Don't forget, if you guys haven't grabbed your free copy, go to thehabitformulabook.com and grab yourself a copy of the Habit Formula. This is a place where, gosh, something's up with my chair today. This is a book that's going to help you learn how to change your bad habits, how to change actions or beliefs that haven't been serving you well, okay? And it really is easier than you think. All you have to do is go to the back of each chapter, at the end of each chapter, and fill out the questions and what it does. And I do this pretty much every day. I made myself a little planner with these questions, and I answer it every day. Basically gets you in the right mindset and build your action plan for the day so that you can hit the targets that you really want to hit. If you focus on things every single day, make your to-do list, and actually accomplish that to-do list, there's no way you can't meet your goal. It's a matter of just going through the flow and keeping yourself on track and focused, right? Today we're going to talk about new customers, and I kind of went through some easy and simple but effective and very powerful ways that any small business or executive or whatever, any small business can get more customers. New customers are really a lifeline to your business, to keeping the doors open, to growing, because people move. I'm in the healthcare business, so people move, people get sick, people die, people get new jobs, they lose their insurance, they can't do this for a little while, whatever. Keeping new patients flowing with new problems, new issues to solve, and also to replace the ones that are leaving or ones that are dormant and not as active, helps to keep my doors open. It helps give me things to do. It helps build my network of people, because those people know different people than the other people, and so on and so forth. So bringing in new customers really is a very, very, very important thing that you have to focus on as a new business owner, okay? And we're going to talk about 10 ways that even myself, that I try to focus on with my my group, my employees, and always keeping it in the back of my mind when I'm doing new things in the community or whatever. I'm always focusing on, hey, can you be my customer? Can you be my customer? Hey, over there, can you be my customer? I'm always thinking that way. And you as a small business owner, you should too. So I went on Brafton.com blog and just saw some statistics of what big companies are doing. How do big companies get customers, have brand recognition? What are the big guys doing? Because we can learn a lot of things as a small business owner. We can learn a lot from what the big guys are doing. Yes, our budget isn't as big, right? We don't have as many employees. We have to wear a lot of hats as a business owner. But what we can do is just focus on the main category of things that they're doing and try to put our own spin on it, and also do it as cost effective and as efficient as we can, right? And most of these 10 things are very cost effective and efficient that we're going to talk about in a couple minutes. So on Brafton.com's blog, the top 200 companies in the U.S. spend about $163 billion, with a B, $billion a year on advertising, getting their brand awareness out there. Now, when you think of traditional advertising, you think of, you're not really focusing in on specific people that have the certain problem that your product or service can solve. You're just trying to mass blanket as many people as possible and hope that somewhere there's a trickle coming in, right? And that's where mass advertising is doing, and that's what these big companies do. They, do all the media, the TV, the radio, all of that. That is more of a mass media kind of thing. As a small business owner, you got to focus on, hey, I don't have that kind of dollars to be spending on mass media. I need to be more focused on people that are actually interested in my business, in my solutions or products, and then focus my dollars on, there, okay? These companies spend 21% of their revenue on advertising. Most small businesses have a very small part of their budget as marketing or advertising or brand awareness. I know myself, I think I might spend maybe 2%, maybe, not 21%. So as a small business person, that's where things need to shift a little bit. But I think if we can focus on these 10 areas that are a little more cost effective, we can actually compete with the bigger boys, but be more specific and focused on where our dollars are going. And that way we're not spending as much, right? Digital advertising is a $30 billion more. They spend more, $30 billion more on digital advertising, on your social medias, your Facebooks, retargeting, different things like that, sponsoring different things, than they do on TV advertising. So TV used to be the big dog. Radio used to be the big dog. Now people are getting into podcast sponsorships. They're getting into YouTube media. They're getting into a lot of Facebook ads, Google ads, SEO kind of things. And that's where they're really focusing in on, especially with the newer generation, the younger generation coming up, the Generation Ys, the millennials that are starting to get older, they're starting to get jobs and looking for products and services out there, starting to spend the money that they're earning. And guess what? They're constantly on their phone. They're constantly doodling and looking for stuff and doing searches online. So Google advertising, ads are important, but also the social media ads too, because that's where these people are going. So you still have to do the more traditional route with TV and radio and newspaper. I know we do a lot of community papers advertising, and it seems to work. People, it's easy to weed through things because there's not a lot of people advertising in these local papers, and so it's easy to at least get your name out there. Doesn't necessarily mean that they jump on the offer that you're giving in that particular ad, but it's more of a brand awareness where you're like, hey, I've got an issue with my mouth. She's going to be my dentist because I recognize her. She's always in the paper, and that's an easy way for people to recognize you and to want to do business with you. If they're familiar with you, the more than likely they're going to want to do something with you when the time happens. And you never know when the time happens. So with the mass media people, the big companies that are just kind of blanketing everything, they have to constantly do that. And to do that costs lots of moolah too, right? The 10 things we're going to get into here in a sec don't necessarily cost a lot of money, but you still have to do them constantly, just like the mass media, because you don't know what time, you don't know when that specific person is going to want your service or product. And that's where you have to do things constantly to keep your brand and your company top of mind. Top of mind means that, hey, when they think of this, they think of you. But to do that, you have to constantly be in front of them, okay? The highest revenue growth has been social media. It's been up 38% every year over the past 10 years. Online videos right next to them, which is 27%, and search SEO, search optimization, is 18%. Content marketing, they said, is the top activity that will have the highest impact on their businesses. And that's going to be one of the things we're going to talk about here in a sec. So let's just jump in because I got 10 of them to cover. And we're going to want to get that going. So 10 ways to get new customers. Number 1, this is the easiest and cheapest way to get a new customer. Referral. Referrals from people that already do business with you. They love you. They love the product or service you're providing. Who do you know? Who do you know that's going to need my dentistry? Who do you know that has a toothache, that has a crappy smile, dark smile, is missing some teeth, and they want to get them fixed? Who do you know? Give them my card. Here is a free waiting for them. Give them an offer, right? Word of mouth, a referral from someone that already trusts you is it's the best way to get a new customer. Most of the time, the new customer then, they're going to be just as nice as this other customer. They're going to be loyal, just like this other person, because they trust this other person, and they're taking their recommendations to heart, and they trust them. They're friends with them, or colleagues at work, or whatever. But they're like, you know what? This is the best person to take care of your issue because I had an issue, and they took care of me. So this is a great walking testimonial for you and your business. Ask for the referral. Don't be shy about it. Hey, who do you know? Hey, what about your neighbor? Hey, what about your family members? Hey, who do you know? Now, would you give them a referral? Hey, who do you know? Hey, leave me a 5-star Google review, right? We ask all the time. We're over 100 already. It's only been less than a year of me actually doing it. You know, as a small business owner, I wear a lot of hats, right? And sometimes I just forget about all this stuff because I'm busy doing what I'm doing, which is fixing teeth and, you know, getting people out of pain and, you know, help creating great smiles. And I forget about all this other business stuff. So in essence, just doing this podcast today, this video is just, it helps reinforce things that I have to keep working on and keep doing in my business to keep the new customers flooding in my door, right? So number 1 is referrals. Number 2, network. Cheap and effective. So there's a Chamber of Commerce meeting. Go to it. Start shaking hands, kissing babies, you know, taking pictures. Network with people. Network with people that are like you. Network with people that aren't like you. Network with people in certain situations. You know, your kid plays soccer. Go to the soccer meetings. Go to, you know, the booster meetings. Whatever you can do to get your name out there, start networking. Start meeting people, telling them what you do, and seeing if they can help you too. It can be a mutual thing. I need this, and I can give you this. See if you can, you know, cooperate and try to meet in the middle somewhere, right? Maybe you can do a deal. A lot of times small business owners do things for free. You do this for me. I think it's valued at this. I'll do this for you because you think it's worth that. Nobody has to pay for anything. So I have a certain skill set that you don't have. You have a certain skill set that I don't have. Maybe we can exchange. But unless you network and meet other people and get yourself out there and have other people know that you're willing to bargain and do things for each other and help other people, they'll never know. Okay? Number 3, inactive customers. this is a resource. I just put Inactive. This is a resource that's very valuable. So let's say you have a database of customers. I have one, okay? Most of mine, though, are either dead or they've moved, okay? But I do have some that we just haven't seen in the last, let's say, 2 years, so 24 months. I try to cut it off after that. But 24 months, hey, sometimes they have moved or they've moved back, okay? Sometimes that they've lost their insurance. There's always certain things. Maybe they've been sick. Maybe they're taking care of a sick loved one and they just haven't had time to focus in on themselves, right? Maybe they just had a couple of children and, you know, things have been crazy for them and now they want to focus back on them, right? Inactive current customers that have bought from you in the past customers, right, are still ways to actually reactivate them and bring them in as new again, because they'll probably have new issues, new problems that you can solve for them, and they will be just as loyal as they were before. And again, they might have just gotten married. Now they have a spouse that can start coming to you. Now they have children that can start coming to you. Maybe their parents have retired and they can start coming to you. You never know, even with inactive previous customers, how they can turn into a great referral network and become active again. So don't forget about them. Easy. Look up your database and start contacting those people. Send out a generic flyer. Send them a text message. You know, hey, you know, just seeing how you're doing. How's life? You know, can we get together for lunch if you're in sales? Or like for me, hey, you know, we haven't seen you in a little bit. You know, do you need a cleaning? Do you need anything? How are things going? You know, just be nonchalant about it and try to get yourself back in front of them to see if they need your product or service again. So never ever forget about previous clients, old clients, because you never know when you're going to do business again. Number 4, partner with someone. So let's say that you sell copy machines, but you don't repair them. And you network with another owner of a copy machine place that does the servicing to them, okay? Maybe you guys can combine forces and actually combine products where you go to your product base and they go to their database, they go to their database, and you combine services. So we're going to sell you a package where you get a new copy machine for your business, and it will be serviced on a monthly basis or a, you know, annual basis, whatever the normal thing is, but you will be serviced by this company. But we're going to sell you a package where you save on both, right? Give them a deal on both ends. That's going to drive business to both companies, right? And now you'll have 2 databases you can sell. People that may not be the same people on both ends. And now you can combine it, give the client exactly what they want, which is they want your product, but they also need service too. So think about partners that you can that have similar businesses to yours, but maybe do something a little bit different than yours. I know for me, I have specialists in the area that I don't necessarily do the certain procedures that they do, but you know, they take care of my clients and patients, and you know, when I need something, they help me with things, and it's a win-win for everybody. My patients are happy. I get a second opinion to make sure that I'm treating my patients the way I need to be treating them. If I have a question or whatever, I always have somebody to rely on. So think of partner businesses that are in your area that have complementary services to yours, and see if you can partner. See if you can build a better gadget with them, and then you have 2 databases to extract from, right? And grow your business. Number 5, community events. Don't forget about the area that you're in, okay? For us, every August we do a free dental day, and we advertise it all over the place. Of course, that costs me money, right? And then I take the day off. That costs money, right? And then we actually treat the patients. That costs me money and effort and time and all of that. But what it does is a goodwill nature. It makes us all feel good that we have skills that other people don't, and that we can help them. People that don't have the resources to get normal dental care on a regular basis. It's our job then is to give it to them. And that's an easy way to get our name out into the community, because not a lot of people in this area do charitable things. Yes, they might give money to the Red Cross or to the United Way or, some bigger organization, but not many of them actually open their doors up to the community and say, welcome in, we're going to take care of you. Okay, no charge, we just want to help you. Okay, a lot of the people that come to my free dental day actually become customers, and they know me, they know my work, and there's a bond there. I've given them something, and now they're loyal to me. That's an easy way in the community. Maybe you can sponsor a little baseball team, or sponsor, getting new footballs for the team, or whatever it is. You're helping the community, you're helping children, you're helping families. And if you're dealing with that sort of thing, maybe another business has some kind of charity event that you can sponsor, like a golf tournament, you can sponsor a hole or something. That's a goodwill nature. It also gets you in front of all of the people that are doing that event, and they may be looking for a HVAC repair. They may be looking for a repair on their air conditioner or whatever, and you were just happened to have a hole that was sponsored at their golf tournament, and they're like, oh my God, you know what? I needed it. It's just puts it in my idea in my head, and I'm going to call this person. So you never know, getting out in the community. It's free. A lot of times, sometimes it might cost you a little bit of sponsorship or advertising dollars, but it's still a lot cheaper and a lot more focused on getting new customers than in acquisition than it is just doing a mass media frenzy, right? And you're actually helping people at the same time, so that's kind of a bonus. Number 6, offers. What kind of offers can you give to new clients? Excuse me. So let's say you're for me, a new client will give you free whitening when you come in, and you get a cleaning done, get a checkup, get a free whitening tray. It really costs me pennies to do it, just a little bit of time to do it, and I'm giving them something that they want. So your offer has to be something that is going to entice that person to become a customer of yours. It doesn't have to be anything big, but think of things like, let's say, the copy people. Maybe you get a free toner with it. Maybe you get a free ream of paper or a box of paper or whatever. They're going to need it anyway, right? Maybe you include some kind of cord or something that's not included in with the machine, and it's only a few dollars to cost for you, but it really completes the cycle, and it allows the person to deal with you and your company or your product a lot easier. It entices them. It takes away hassle. That's always a big one. It's difficult. We can free delivery, no shipping costs. That kind of thing is always good enticement for people, because they don't want to be paying extra. Whatever your offer is, that's what they want to pay. They don't want to pay extra for shipping or for service or installation, whatever. What kind of offer can you give the public in your community, in your area, something that's going to entice them to become a customer with you? Always think about that. Here is number 7, reviews. I already talked about Google reviews. Very, very powerful. If you're in the restaurant business, hit them up with a free appetizer or something, or a free drink or something, with a 5-star review. Easy to give 5-star reviews. All you got to ask for, refer them. Ask them for a review. It's very easy. A lot of times you can just bring it up on their phone. I've done it for my patients where I just get into Google or go on my website and it directs them, to Google, and they leave a review for me. So it's very, very easy nowadays, especially to leave reviews. But people, they read reviews. They compare things. Most people nowadays will get on the internet and they will do their research before they go looking for a company or product. They do research on the product first. So usually they're pre-sold. That doesn't necessarily mean that that's the right product for them. Maybe there's other things that they just couldn't find on the internet. But at least they've done some research, and it kind of makes it easier for you to go in. Well, if they can help you with a review, that's going to help the next person know more about you, know how easy it was for people to deal with your company, to get the whatever it is done to solve their problem. Okay? Number 8, my favorite here, it's becoming my favorite, social media. I don't necessarily consume social media. I use social media. I make the news. I make programs. I just started doing Instagram, right? I was doing a little bit of just like little like graphics and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, it's just a waste of time. It's not doing anything. So now what I'm doing is I'm taking these Facebook videos and I'm clipping them 10 minutes or less, and then I'm posting them on Instagram. And then that post gets reposted on Facebook. So there's a lot of things. And then I go on YouTube. So there's a lot of ways that all this stuff is free. All you need is followers. That's always the hard part. But okay, so what? You start talking to people, and then they start talking to people, and then you can always advertise a little bit and do your networking and get your message out there. But social media is a very, very, very cheap and easy way to get your message out there. It's free content for the customer. So let's say you're a roofer and you're trying to get your business growing, right? So start talking about making videos about what can happen after a storm, what to look for if your roof does this. Age of the roof. We're gonna do some type of sealer coat on our roof to help keep it going even longer than what it should, right? So increase the livelihood of the roof. Talk about that. Talk about damage. Talk about if you start to have a leak somewhere, what to do, right? And really what to do is they'll call you because you're the roofer. It's easy to come up with subjects. I come up with a different subject. I never know what I'm going to talk about. I know Wednesdays is business day. I don't know what I'm going to talk about in the morning, very rarely, okay? I usually give myself about an hour before, so usually by 11 o'clock that day. Then I start thinking about it. So I'll be on the internet or on a website and a certain word will catch my eye and I'll say, you know what? I'm talking about that. Today I was talking about new customers because we just had like 3 of them today. And I was like, wow, this is pretty good. Where did you come from? Okay, insurance companies. One lady, she just saw me in the paper. So right there, media, right? And another one was, a Facebook person had, one of her friends comes here, right? Referral. Easy. So make sure you're using social media as much as possible. Use it. You don't necessarily have to spend your time consuming it, looking at all those stupid cat videos and all of that. But you could be using it for your business to have people look and see what you're doing, who you are, to meet you, to see your personality, and to see if they want to do business with you. Do demonstrations on a video. I'm using my iPhone. I have a $20 lavalier. It doesn't cost a lot of money to do it. You can do it anywhere. Get a selfie stick, get a $20 tripod, and set it up in your kitchen and do a demonstration at your kitchen table about whatever product you're trying to sell. Right? So social media, very, very effective and low cost that any small business can compete with the big boys. Number 9, of course, you got to have a great website. But not only a great website, it's got to be able to be seen on a mobile device, because most people during the day, they're looking at mobile devices. It has to load very quickly, and you can go between desktop and mobile, but get rid of some of the mobile stuff, right? You don't need too much filler that your front page is, really 20 pages. They got to keep scrolling and scrolling. Make your website very simple but informative too. Make sure that there's contact areas on there that they can contact you. They can leave a review, that you have some testimonials on there. I know on mine, I've got 134 testimonials. Some are video. Okay? When I redo my website, probably this next year I'll redo some of it. I'll put on there my Google reviews. I mean, if that's not testimonials, I don't know what else is. So make sure your website, is optimized, but also that it has a video on it, free content, and kind of summarizing what you can do for the person, and link them to your social media pages so that they can check you out. It's an easy way to link everything together. The last thing we're going to talk about of a way, which I think is common sense, but it really isn't, because I'm going to explain it to you. Be great. Not only do you have to get the customer, but then you got to treat them right. You got to be service oriented. And, everybody loses their temper. I do too. I lose my patience with people. Sometimes they're just uncooperative. Sometimes they're mean to us. Sometimes, there's always something. I understand things. However, I try to be as nice as I possibly can be and try to put myself in their shoes to give them great service and to give them what they want, because they're paying for a certain thing and I want to make sure I deliver it. When I deliver it, they're going to want to buy again from me and buy more from me. They will also refer. They will also want to partner with me on something. It can really lead to tripling your business when you provide great service. So be great, service them great, perform whatever duty you're trying to perform. Make sure that everything is taken care of for that person. When you do that, the likelihood of them doing business with you goes crazy. So that's it for new customers. So these are 10 really easy things that a small business owner can do that are effective, powerful, and inexpensive. We can definitely compete with the big companies that spend billions of dollars. We don't need to spend billions of dollars. We can hit them in these 10 ways that are effective and very inexpensive. But we got to be able to get it done, and we have to constantly be thinking about this stuff every single day and work on something, okay? Here are 10 ways that you and I, as small business people, can get new customers. Number 1 is referral. It's the easiest and cheapest is word of mouth from someone that already is your customer. It's the best walking testimonial that you'll ever have. Number 2, network with other people. Join business chamber of commerces and different groups that you can get your business and service out there. Number 3, think of past customers that maybe aren't customers today, but maybe they've dealt with you in the past. You never know what life issues have come up and they just haven't been able to get in with you, right? That's a great resource. It's free. You have their contact information in your database. Start contacting them again. Shoot out an email, shoot out a text, give them a call, shoot out a postcard and say, hey, we've been thinking about you. We haven't seen you in a while. We miss you. And see if you can activate them again, right? Number 4, partner with other businesses that are similar or that complement your business, because then you can pull from their database, they can pull from your database, and you never know, you could package something together and build the business and get new customers together. Number 5, community. Don't forget community activities or giving back to the community and doing some type of charity work, sponsoring different charitable organizations or events that get your name out there. It's easy, it's cheap, and it's effective. Number 6, think of offers that you can give to new customers that will Give them incentive to buy your product. Something that makes it easier, quicker, faster, free shipping, free installation, that kind of thing. The likelihood of them buying from someone else that doesn't do that goes way down. And they're going to think, hey, I'm getting a better deal over there. I'm getting more value for my money, right? Always think of different offers you can offer to new customers to try to get them to be customers. Number 7, reviews. Again, this is just like a referral, but instead of actually getting someone in, this can potentially. It is their walking statement. It's your billboard that's on Google. Ask your current people that love you, your current customers, give me a Google review. 5 stars, baby. We need it. I have over, I think it's 120 something already, and we just started doing it less than a year ago. So, reviews, people read them. I think they're very important. It's a walking billboard for you, and very cheap. It's free. Number 8, social media. Don't just consume social media, but use it. Give everyone free content about you, about your services, about your about your products, right? Do demonstrations. Show them how it can benefit them, right? Remember, the habit formula, it's free. It can change your life by changing your routines, by the way you think about things, right? I'm giving you content here. Number 9, website. Make sure that you can see it on a mobile device, that it's easy to navigate, that it's optimized, that you have tons of videos on there. You can refer to your reviews, to Google reviews or Amazon reviews if you sell a physical product. Make sure that there's testimonials on there so that other people will get in there and say, hey, I want to deal with you in your business because everyone else has said nothing but nice things about you. And the last one is be great. Give great service. Be of help to people that need a solution to their problem. Give more and expect less. Trust me, you'll get more than what you expect because you're being nice. You are trying to give as much value to that potential customer or present customer as possible. So think of these 10 things. These are 10 great ways to get new customers that as a small business owner, we can compete with the big guys, and actually we can win without spending every resource, every time, money, energy, everything that we have to try to just blanket massively of everyone. We want to be more focused on certain things, right? And to do that, we can weed out everything by using these 10 ways here. So I hope that helps everybody. Make sure you go to iTunes and Spotify. Look for the Lunchtime with the Habit Master episodes so you don't miss any shows. Also, if you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, I have a YouTube channel. It's called the Habit Master channel. Go to YouTube and subscribe. There's tons of videos on there like this, Lunchtime with the Habit Master, but there's tons of other types of videos on there to help you reach your targets. I've got other products that are going to be starting to roll out here in late 2019 and early 2020. It's going to help you create a better life, to take care of your family, to take some vacations and have awesome experiences. Also, go to Instagram at The Habit Master. Get on Instagram and start following me. I just started uploading different clips from different shows, and it's just a quick 3 to 5 minute bonus video that can help solve different things in your life. So make sure you do that. That's it for me today. Thanks for watching, and let's build good habits together.